is the card we're going to be making today. It is adorable. I love this set. It's the Light the Year set. I love working with decorating and things like that. That's something I just get a real get my creative juices going in, and I just absolutely love it. But this is just a simple card. Excuse me. It's a Christmas card that I did not want to have to take a lot of time, because if you're doing a lot of cards, you kind of need a simple card. Trying to get this looking better. But I used this one and this one. This one I did with Crumb Cake, Pecan Pie, Real Red. This one was Garden Green and Shaded Spruce. I used this large one for the front of the card and the candle. I used this one for the envelope and inside the card. I love that there's two different sizes so that I can put a smaller one on the inside and it doesn't take up that much room. Gives a little bit more room for writing what you want to say inside. Just makes it a little bit easier that way. So we will get started. If I can remember, I've got everything here, I hope. Okay, put that there so I know what I'm doing, because sometimes I don't. Now I've already put a piece of paper in here so that I can use the blends. Something I try to make sure I do all the time. Doesn't always happen, but I try. Now what I'm going to do, I used the Light the Year, and I used the Fern 3D embossing folder. Now I'm going to do a little bit different than I did on my card. I am going to run this, put this together, and then I'm going to run it through so that there's Fern embossing folder on this as well as on here. And then I'm going to go over it and finish it off and see how it turns out, because I thought this would look nice with the Fern design on it. We'll see if it works out. Hopefully it works out like easy. It'll work out, but because I'm putting green on the white so that the Fern shows up on the white paper, or like white cardstock. Just like that. And now I am going to put this here, and I try to line it up with this line across here so it's straight. Not always that way, but I try. And now I'm going to run it through. I'll be right back. There we go. And excuse me. You can answer that, hon. I'm doing a video. Sorry about that. My husband seems to always wait for me to answer the phone, and sometimes I am just busy. and I can't answer it. So what I am going to do is I am going to take my Post-it note. It's almost long enough, but not quite, so I'm going to make it do. Just like that. Now, pull in this ugly piece of paper. I just found that the white cardstock just did not show the detail that's this Fern embossing folder leaves behind. So I figured if I would put the green on it, it would show so much better. Isn't that nice? Now I got to do on this side, and there's not much to do, but there's enough. Okay. There we go. See how much better that looks? So now I am going to glue this all together. So how's everybody doing? If you're Canadian, did you have a good Thanksgiving? I hope you did. We had a good one. We went to my daughter's and we had a really good time. It was so nice to sit around. Her husband was watching a hockey game, football game, whatever. I can't remember what it was. Probably they love both, so I don't know what was on. Now, maybe a football. Sunday's usually football, so. But whatever. So the rest of us sat upstairs and we just had a nice little visit. The kids played together. They had a blast playing together. It was nice. It was so cute when they first got there. Saphira and Dominic were with us because we were leaving first before Mommy and Daddy, and it turned out good that they left with us. But anyways, they went with us, and those little monkeys, as soon as they saw their cousins, they went charging upstairs, running towards each other, giving them hugs, and oh, it was just adorable. But it turns out Mommy and Daddy were coming on 401, and there was an accident, so they had to wait, and it was right before there was construction, which is go from 3 lanes to 2 lanes, and it just slowed them down by about half an hour. And I said, oh, it's such a good thing that kids were with us, because we went the back roads and we didn't go on 401 till we were almost to London. And had got there in the normal amount of time, whereas Mommy and Daddy were on the road for half an hour extra. And kids don't like extra time in the vehicle. So it turned out really well, that how it worked out for us. And that's the same garden green that I used. So we're going to stamp this lantern. I stamp in the air because if I, oh, well that was close. If I stamp down here, I shake my whole desk, and that shakes the camera, and it does not come out so good. There we go. Now I just spilled the ink, so I've got to get a Kleenex. Yeah. Didn't want, I got a black shirt on, but I just don't want to get ink on my clothes. So I am taking my little spot. You can use the big ink pad, but I have my little spot out, so I thought I would just use it. It just makes it easier. And what I did was I put it the end here, right at the bottom. I made sure it was there, and then I just leveled it out and pressed it down. Now I'm using Daffodil Delight. That's dark. And this is Pumpkin Pie Dark. It's just so it's a little bit different. And I'm using Lemon Lolly Light to do, and I'm not trying, like I'm just quickly doing this, and if it doesn't fill a space, I'm okay with that. Like if it's not solid. Because it's flickering in there, and it just looks nice if it's not perfectly colored in. Now I have to, well, get this out of here so I can get to my stuff. There we go. Now I am using the Black and Very Vanilla checked ribbon, a large check ribbon. And I did one of the real red bow. I did 2 pine cones, and I did 2 of the evergreen. Now I will do these, but I'm not going to cut them out because that takes so long. So that's, get that out of the way. So I've got a clean spot here. I just had paper. Good enough. So I am taking there's a fat one and a skinny one. So I'm taking the fat one, the fuller one, and I am stamping that there and closing this up. And I'm bringing out my shaded spruce, and I'm taking the skinny one. It's the more detailed one, and it goes like that. So you got a two-tone evergreen. And now I am bringing out my crumb cake, and I'm doing the pine cone, the fat one, the bigger one. And I'm taking the skinny, the smaller of the two. And it is, I'm trying not to cover it up, but it's not quite in the center, but good enough. It's, you can always cut that off. And then I'm taking the bow, actually, this one's easier. So I need one bow, two of these, two pine cones, but I'm not going to do them. There's no point, because they have to be cut out. So I am going to bring in my silicone mat. And let me see, what did I do with them? I had them, but there we go. So I am taking my tweezers and I am putting it like that. I don't know if I have any ink there, but I tried to avoid it. And the same here. I won't be doing out here or here. Just like that. And then I am going to take my pine cone and do up there, because some of this will be hanging off. Now I'm doing this almost sideways, whereas this one I'm going to do straight down. It just gives a different look. You can see this one is point over here, whereas this is pointing down. You can do whatever you want, but this is going to be cockeyed too. I don't want things to be perfect. So this is going to go like that. Now, I will bring in this and I'm just going to put the mini dimensionals. And an itty bitty one right here. And these will be up on this, which will be raised up. This is 7 inches long. So I'm going to try to get it as close to the center as I possibly can. Now sometimes I screw it up as I turn it over, and sometimes I don't. One never knows. I think I screwed it up this time though. So I'm going to put that down and we will see. Not bad. Not bad at all. So I am getting my card back, and I am going to put this on. Trying to get it in the center. And there we go. Now I'm going to raise this side up because it is, this has got a little bit of height, so I want this side to have height, but not this side. Does that make sense? I hope so. So I am going to put this like that. Like that. And I've got them on the bottom. So we are covered. Maybe I should have a little one up here. Now I'll take the papers off. That's where it is. Sorry about that. Oh my goodness. I don't even know the person. That frustrates me to no end when I don't even know the person and they're sending me a text message and it's like, why? How did you get my number? Now this is 4 inches. You don't have to do it that long because I will be cutting off part of it. But sometimes it's just easier to have the extra length to be able to pull it and end up with a reasonable bow. Because sometimes it's just hard if it's too short to pull it through. Well, that was, it moved at the last minute. Yeah, a little bit shorter it needs. There we go. Now I am putting this great with that bow. Or the ribbon, sorry. I use my glue dot, put it on like that, and I can put these away. Now I am bringing in my adhesive back sparkle gems. I'm using the black ones. Well, I thought I put that away, but obviously I did not. Now I'm going to use one big and 2 small. What do you think? Quick and easy, right? I love that part. Put this away so that I don't lose any. I have a tendency to lose them. I don't know why, how I do it even, but I do it. It's crazy. Now I am going to stamp the small one. I found it. If you could like, share, comment on my video, that would be awesome. Let me know what you think of the card, where you are, where you live, state or country even. That would be, if you live in Canada. I love to hear where people are from. I'm just a little channel, so I don't hear a lot. I don't get a lot of comments. So when I get one, it's very special. Okay. I did have that. There it is. And now I'm doing the same thing. I'm making it sure it's in the black there. See? Making sure it's I found that's the easiest way. And now I'm using my lemon lolly. I don't like that. I see I moved it. Yeah, don't like that. Hold on. I'm going to do it again. I don't want that inside my card. I make up extra of the, so I always have them close by. There we go. Now I'll do it and make it, finish it off. So I am just, like I said, I'm not caring if it's solid color. Because it's a candle. It flickers back and forth. So this is Lemon Lolly Light. Now this is Daffodil Delight dark. And pumpkin pie, dark. Now I am going to glue this on the inside. There we go. And take out that. So got a little bit of yellow on the inside, or on that, so you definitely want to put something inside your envelope so it doesn't do that. Oh, that's what I missed doing. This was supposed to be behind there. Black behind. No, it's not going to come off. But this, look, that's why it looks so different. There we go. That's the way it's supposed to look. Much better. That's why it looks so different. I kept looking at it and going, there's something wrong here. Leave it to me, right? Well, better I make the mistake than you. It's just, yeah, it works out better that way. Thanks so much for being here. I truly appreciate you spending time with me. Bye now.